Hey everybody! Recently Vsoft had an expert panel discussion on faster payment strategy, and we brought in experts from all around the industry to share their thoughts on what it takes to create a faster payment strategy. The first thing we asked them was, where do you start? What did they have to say? Let's go to the panel discussion and hear what an expert from the bank side of the industry had to say. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move over from the bank, especially the larger bank perspective. Where did you start? Where do you start when it comes to developing the payment strategy? Because we're getting all the different angles here. So Attila, what do you got to say on that?
Thank you so much. So I'm gonna actually piggyback on what Leo, Lisa, and Pam said. Right, focus on what matters to your organization. You need to look at your client base. You need to understand what are their needs. What are the gaps that you currently have that you cannot attend to those needs appropriately? Banking is repetitive. Everything is a manual task, which can cause a huge distraction. And it is a big barrier to success. You need to be able to be in a position that you can automate as much as you can. You want to look at, I'm going to dig a little bit one step lower into your strategy. You want to look at, once you defined the appropriate channel that you're going to address, whether that's retail or commercial or both, you want to start looking at your connectivity options. With so many vendors that are in place within a larger financial institution, you want to continue to try to streamline, to consolidate if needed, so you can be able to go to market with certain products a lot more easier. You want to look at your technology, with significant focus on creating highly available and resilient infrastructures. Your legacy payment environment, it's not up to par to address the emerging payments that are entering the market. You want to look at your operations. We are going to go from 9-to-5 banking environments to 24/7, 365. Always on environment, whether that's back office, middle office, or front office. You want to be able to train all of your internal colleagues, whether that's a client-facing or just operational environment, where you can leave them in a place that they can address the 24/7 aspect of payments. The one piece of this puzzle that sometimes gets lost in the translation a little bit, fraud. With things moving at a light speed, you want to be able to have the appropriate system that addresses your fraud needs, your risk needs, your compliance needs. And then when it comes to all of this, putting it together, adoption, how do you get your message across with executive management? And then from that place, going down the chain across every business line and every level, you need to engage your customers internally and externally. You want to develop a targeted marketing strategy if you have to, that would address your particular clients that you work with and you're most successful with. So a lot that has to happen, and practically for the stars to align up for a financial institution to go down that path and be successful. But there are tools in place within the industry that can assist you to get where you need to get.
What did you think about that? I really love the comment. Focus on what matters to your organization, what your customers' needs, and what are their gaps that you currently have between their needs. When it comes to adoption, from the top to the bottom, you need to engage your people internally and externally. Look at your technology and create highly available and resilient infrastructures. Those were some great comments, and there were more views shared from other experts. And if you'd like to hear and see what the other experts had to say, or maybe see the entire webinar on the faster payment strategy, then head over to paymentsprofessor.com. I'll put a link to the webinar in the description to help. For now, class dismissed.